V2 retail is up already about 13% this week. So far, it has been a buzzing stock. Of course, they have come out and declared that they have opened new stores. The management is now joining us, Akash Agarwal from V2 Retail. Akash, if you could just tell us, about the recent launch. I think you have done a new launch in Uttar Pradesh that takes the total store count to 10 this particular fiscal. And what's the target? I think we have some network issue with that
Can
link.
you hear me?
You just, yeah, we can, we can hear you. Can you just tell us about the new launch in Uttar Pradesh and what is the total target for this year?
We just opened a new store in Behraich, and that takes the total number of new stores this financial year to 10 already. And we're planning to open 7 more stores by the end of the year. So that should take the total to around 35 stores.
Right. Can you just tell us the new Capex or the new stores that we would open? How would that happen? Would that involve a lot of Capex, or are you looking at a franchise sort of a model where the Capex will not be that high?
No, we're not looking at the franchise model currently. So the Capex for a new store is around 1,000 rupees per square feet. So for the 7 more stores that we're planning to open, the Capex should be around 12 to 15 crores.
Right. And how will we fund it?
Everything will be funded from internal accruals.
Right. So you're looking at about 35 new stores. Can you just tell us about the average revenue per stores? Some of them may be in the newer areas, so maybe it may take 5-6 months before we actually see normal average revenues coming in.
Not 35 new stores, 7 new stores. That will take the total store count to 35. And as per our current average, the average revenue per store is around 16 to 17 crores per annum.
Right. And say when you start this new store, when do you start seeing growth coming in? It takes a while before, it starts to contribute on an average basis.
No, in our business, actually, the sales start from the first day itself. So there's a huge demand as soon as we start the store. So, the sales are from the first day itself.
You've been a very high growing company. Will majority of the growth start to, will continue to come in from new stores opening?
Yeah, we have a very aggressive expansion plan over the next 4 years. And we're looking to cross the 1,000 crore mark by 2018, 2019. So yeah, we're looking forward to opening stores every year.
And what's the sort of growth rate that you're looking at? Maybe if not a PAT number, you could give us a sales number.
I think we'll be looking at a consistent growth of about 50% every year.
Consistent growth of?
50%.
50%. And as far as, the existing stores are concerned, or stores that we've already invested into, what's the sort of same-store sales growth, or what's the sort of trend over there?
Like this year, we're seeing a steady same-store sales growth of about 5 to 8%. And we're expecting to sustain it at that level.
Right. And do you see that, this particular quarter being higher because of the sort of festive season that we have? What's the plan for festive season? Do you expect a better festive season this year?
Looking at the good monsoons, we expect good festive demand in the third quarter. So we have a very positive outlook on our third quarter results.
Right. What's the sort of, the growth that we saw in the last year for the festive season, and what's the sort of growth that we are looking right now in this year?
I wouldn't want to get into the figures. It all depends on what time my new stores will open. But we're looking at good numbers for Q3.
No, if you could not just quantify about V2 Retail, I'm just talking about the overall festive season. Why do you expect it to be a better festive season? What's the growth rate that we have seen traditionally which could be better right now?
Because there's a good wedding season as well in November, December, and because of Durga Puja and Diwali in October. So all our highly concentrated sales are expected in the third quarter. So we can expect good growth figures in the third quarter.
Right. Recently you had launched the V2 Retail online portal as well. Can you just talk about that, the investments over there that we are looking at, or the response that we've seen? It's been a good 7-8 months now.
Yeah, we launched our e-commerce platform, but we didn't get as much demand as we expected. So we're not looking to invest in that business anymore. That's why we're opening new brick and mortar stores.
Right, but when you talk about that business, the investment that we've done or the online store, you continue to do what we had started, right?
No, I've stopped the online business completely. And the major investment, the major chunk of our investment was in stocks that I've used in my new stores.
Right. So there is no major, fallback of that particular, new thing that we were trying.
No, there's no fallback because the investments that I did was more for my distribution center infrastructure and the stocks that I'm currently using for my new stores.
Right. Just coming back to the demand model, or what is the sort of demand that we are looking at? Still going to the retail store, trying to buy, getting a touch and feel of something versus e-commerce. That's what still something where we continue to see growth. Or you are operating in areas where e-commerce is not that famous, and that's why the growth would come to the retail space.
I think a major chunk of our customers is rural, and we operate in tier 2 and tier 3 cities where the e-commerce penetration is not as much as in the metropolitan cities in India. So I think we can expect a good demand in the physical retail sector as well.
Right. So thank you so much for taking out time for us and explaining about what's the way forward for We2 Retail.